At birthday parties, stank attitude. At this event, stank attitude. It's like, no, nobody wants your nasty attitude. You can just take your attitude and your feelings and your mental health hypocrisy, double standard BS, and then walk out the door. Hi everyone. So a lot of people talk about cringe culture, right? They always say, oh my gosh, we need to stop calling people cringe. We need to stop telling people that they're cringe. Do what you love. It's okay. I have a counter argument for this. The people who call you cringe are the true cringe people. Let me tell you why. So one time I was at a wedding, right? Whenever I go to a wedding, there's always these group of women. Like, listen, I know makeup, right? I'm not wearing it right now, but I know makeup, and I know when someone puts effort. When they do that concealer cut crease thing, and they pack glitter on top of their eyelids, and they're wearing Huda Beauty lashes, because Huda Beauty lashes are 20 bucks, yo. Imagine putting all that effort into your outfit. You dress so good just for you to sit there like this. Let me take off my glasses to kind of show. So let's say this person is coming, right? And they come to the wedding and they sit down. This is what they do all day. Wallahi, I was not exaggerating. I'm telling you, there are some women that literally dress up for hours. And I'm saying, like, when you're getting ready for a wedding, it takes at least 3 hours to get ready. So it's like, imagine spending at least 3 hours getting ready, getting dressed, making sure you shower, putting on perfume, and then driving to the wedding, parking, and then coming into the wedding just so you can hate on people for the rest of the night. Like, imagine whenever people say, oh, cringe culture isn't real, embrace yourself, embrace who you are. It's like the person who's calling you cringe is that stank-faced person at the wedding. Like, I'm telling you, wallahi, the people who call you cringe, the people who call you a loser, that say you're lame, that say that you're not good enough, they are the people that will get dressed for hours. Like, how embarrassing is that? Imagine trying so hard and then pretending that other people try too hard and that you're not trying hard. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Are y'all keeping up? So this girl, right, and her clique of friends, every time someone did borambur, they looked like there was like had or poop right under their lip over here. They look like something stink. And it's like, no, everywhere I go, it smells like barafum. It smells like perfume, right? So it's like, maybe you stink, you know? But it's like, that was trash. Ugh. And it's like, you put all that effort into your makeup just to look permanently stank. Your whole face looks like you're mad. For what? And I'm telling you, the people who act like they're so cool and they call you cringe every other day. When I was younger though, and this is what bothered me so much, yeah? It's those type of people that made me feel so insecure about the hobbies that I had, the personality that I had. They made me feel bad for having a personality that was different from them, for having hobbies or beliefs or even like mindsets that were different than them. So it's like, they were always like, ew, you like anime? Cringe. Ew, you like K-dramas? Cringe. Ew, you like K-pop? Cringe. Cringe, cringe, cringe. And it's like, guess who were the people who were watching Squid Game last year? Who was watching Squid Game? Who likes BTS now? Girl, bye. My issue with TikToks and YouTube videos talking about cringe culture is like, we were never the problem. We were never the problem. So why do we have to sit here and rationalize how weird we are and how uncool? No, the whole problem was these people projecting their insecurities on us the entire time. Another issue I noticed is that these people are fake. The people who call you cringe, right, will only call you cringe up to a certain point, and they stop calling you cringe when other people support you. Basically, numbers. They value you based off of numbers. So if you have a certain amount of Instagram followers, you're not cringe anymore. If you have a certain amount of YouTube subscribers, you're not cringe anymore. If you have a certain amount of TikTok followers, you're not cringe anymore. Wallahi, I'm telling you, these people are fake as hell, because they will sit here and call you cringe, cringe, cringe. Oh, she's embarrassing, she's fake, blah, blah, blah. And then the second when you have people backing you up, you're not cringe anymore. Because not only are these people like bullies, oh, I wouldn't say bullies though, because I feel like it's not technically bullying if someone's just calling you cringe, you know? It's just name calling at this point. But it's like, those people are not only like just miserable people, they're also cowards. afterwards, because those are the same people that will call you cringe, cringe, cringe. And then if someone they respect is like, no, actually I like this person, I like their videos, I like what they stand for, I like what they talk about, then all of a sudden it's, oh, I guess, and then they stay quiet. It's like, no, a lot of times these people switch up the second you get numbers, the second people defend you behind closed doors, the second they realize that they can't get away with talking crap about you or lying on your name. Yeah, the second they can't get away with just calling you weird and their vibes are weird. You know how they always throw around the word vibe? Oh, her vibe is suspicious, her vibe is weird. So the second they find out they can't get away with that, then all of a sudden they're backtracking. It's like, no, you gotta stick to what you say. So a lot of times they will never stand by what they say if they are like the minority, and that's the problem. That's the problem. They come after cringe people because they are a minority in their way of thinking. They are not the majority. What they like and what they are passionate about is not the majority. So when someone is calling you cringe and they realize that they are a minority in their way of thinking, then all of a sudden they want to join the majority. And a perfect example is calling K-pop men girly and calling K-pop trash and saying it's trash music. Now that the majority of the world is praising BTS and K-pop as a whole, now everybody like BTS. Y'all fake. Fake. I honestly think the best way to improve your self-esteem is to observe them back. Reverse psychology that. Like, if you actually sit down and think, who is this person that's trying to call me cringe? Who does this person think they are? Because, like, if they want to sit here and call me cringe, what do you do in your free time? A lot of times, y'all, I'm going to say 90% of the time, I'm going to bet my money on this. 90% of the time, the people who call you cringe literally have no life. They have no hobbies, they have no interests, they have nothing better to do than gossip. I'm telling you, they have never tried to pick up sewing, or they've never tried to go hiking, they've never tried to do a new makeup look, they never tried to do anything for themselves, they never tried to do a hobby outside of what their friend group tells them to do, because they cannot think for themselves. When I was called cringe when I was younger, I internalized it because I was like, oh, maybe there's something wrong with me, because too many people told me the same thing. But now that I'm older, I'm like, nah, y'all are tripping. Like, I was literally just watching Attack on Titans. What was so weird and cringe about that? Girl, bye. Like, it just bothers me so much, because now as an adult I realize all the things that I was doing was not even cringe. It was completely harmless and it was healthy, and I was just doing hobbies that were just completely normal. And it's like these people were just constantly coming after me, had no life themselves. So if you're someone that's younger, right, watching this video, and you're like, oh, people keep calling me cringe, how do I deal with it? It's like, ask yourself, what does this person even do in their free time? They spend their entire life trying to convince other people to hate you. They spend their entire life gossiping about other people because no one wants to listen about them. No one wants to hear their stories. No one wants to hear about their life, because all they do is gossip about other people. They realize very quickly that because they don't value themselves, that they have to put value in other people and lie on people's names so that they can get the attention that they want so bad. Well, like, the second people like that walk down the room, it's like, oh, here she is. Like, nobody likes you though. And it's like, when you're being called cringe 24/7, just know that at least people don't hate you. At least people don't hate your presence. They don't they don't hate you being around you. But a lot of times the people who constantly gossip about other people, they try to act too cool for everything. They're always commenting about how much you post too much. Your posts are very cringe. You're posting all these weird stuff. Oh my god. For what? So that we could sit here and watch you going all day? Girl, bye. It's like, it's the people with the nastiest attitudes that have the audacity to criticize other people's personalities and their hobbies and what they do for a living. And it's like, no, nobody likes you. Nobody likes being around you. The second you walk through the door, it feels like you're a dementor. You're sucking the life out of everybody in the room. So why would we want to be around you? See? Think, y'all, if you were ever called cringe and you've never, like, you're not doing anything weird though, you just have a hobby that you like to do, you just like to draw, you know, teenagers are mean, you know, so they were coming for you. They'll come for you for anything. But it's like, if you're just a person that's just existing at this point, well, just existing, and people calling you cringe, you gotta really sit and ask yourself, like, why would I get advice from someone that everybody's too scared to talk to? Oh, here she is. Like, nobody likes you though. And here's the last thing I'm gonna talk about. These people who come after you for being cringe are so sensitive. And this is the thing that just really irritates my soul, yeah? The people who always call people cringe and tear people to shreds, right? They're always like, ew, that baramburu's trash. If they jump on the dance floor and they're like, I can do it so much better, and they jump into the floor and they do their dance and it's trash too. So let's say their dance was worse than the other girl and people are like, actually, you have no room to talk, hers was better than yours. All of a sudden they're the victim. Oh, woe is me. Where's the tissue? Girl, I'm gonna reenact how they act. Oh my god, I just don't understand why people have to be so mean. I didn't even say it like that. I just said that her baramburu wasn't the best. I never said it was trash. I just can't stand how people are just so mean. I'm not playing the victim. I just think that people need to be nicer, and I have the right to express myself. And I just think that people are just being too hard on me for no reason. And it's like, it's not a big deal. It's just like, you can say what you need to say, but you need to say it nicely. No, you just said my baramburu is trash. That is so offensive. I just cannot believe you would say that. My mental health matters. I need to put myself first. It's like, girl, bye. Girl, no way. You literally, like, the thing is, it's always the people that literally tear you apart that will literally sit here crying the second you call them out. Like, and it's like a lot of people just are so tired and fed up of them, and they don't even realize that the self-awareness is not there. Self-awareness who? They don't have self-awareness at all. So it's like they literally sit there, tear you to shreds, and then when people literally give them 1% of how they treat you, then all of a sudden they fall apart like that foamy sand. They have no backbone, no spine, and then all of a sudden they're crying. Let me reenact another thing. Let's say she's making fun of your face, and then she's like, ew, your teeth are like a beaver's. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Why are you so sensitive? Ugh, so annoying. And like, let's say a guy sees this and he sees the interaction, and the girl was constantly coming after the other girl's looks, you know, and then the guy is like, well, your forehead is like Mount Everest. You know, if you're Somali, people are always coming after your forehead. Then all of a sudden it's this, oh my gosh, you're body shaming me. I was just joking. You guys cannot handle jokes. Oh my gosh, I'm just saying that it's just like, you know, I was just talking and you just had to make it so serious. People can't even take jokes nowadays. Everyone's so sensitive. I talk to her like that because I'm in a dark place. Oh, it's like, girl, bye. And I'm telling you, I meet these people every day. Y'all think I'm joking, but wallahi, I meet people like this all the time who literally try to tear people to shreds and get away with it. And they try so hard to get away with it, but they never do. And then everybody is like, you know, hey, if you don't want people coming after you and your hobbies, literally, if you don't want people coming after your looks, your hobbies, your personality, who you are as a person, why are you always coming after other people? You started, and then you want to play the whole mental health card, but you never cared about that girl's mental health, did you? When you constantly call her buck-toothed beaver. If you are constantly coming after other people's looks, you never cared about mental health in the first place, girl. And it's like, these type of people, right, they're not a lot in this world, but they're enough to where people are constantly making videos about cringe culture. It's like, we're not the cringe people, y'all. The real cringe person is the person that's spending hours upon hours of their day getting ready just to sit there and trash talk every person that walks in the room, and on top of that, acting like they don't care. They're acting like they're too cool to be there. If you're too cool to be there, then don't show up. Girl, if you are too cool to be at the event, why are you there? Don't even show up. If you're too special or too cool to be at an event, party, and you're always talking trash about people, looking them up and down and making them feel bad about themselves, don't go. At birthday parties, stank attitude. At this event, stank attitude. It's like, no, nobody wants your nasty attitude. You can just take your attitude and your feelings and your mental health hypocrisy, double standard BS, and then walk out the door. You see what I mean? So I'm just trying to make this video to kind of instill some confidence to you guys. Sit back and observe people, because wallahi, if you don't start sitting down and observing people, you will always be angry about this, you know? But it's like, it does bother me, yes, when people do this, but now that I have observed people and I kind of people watch a lot of times, you know, these type of people, a lot of people don't like them, including myself. So it's like, if someone calls you cringe and says you're unlikable and they hate your personality and you're this and that, ask yourself, do you even like them? Honest to God, would you like being around this person 24/7? Because they're saying that you're embarrassing to be around. Well, you're embarrassing to be around, girl. You're so embarrassing to be around because you have no backbone. You don't stand by what you say. You want to be innocent all the time while being a nasty person. It doesn't work that way, you know? But yeah, that's all I want to say in this video. Basically, cringe culture is like a really sad reality, but at the end of the day, I feel like the conversation needs to be switched onto the people who always call other people cringe, because it is a good telltale sign that they are not a good person. But yeah, that's all I have to say in this video, and I'll catch you in my next one.